can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Foreman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Foreman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give running right. It's Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 23. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A carry for Foreman. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Darnold. And Thomas has it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Darnold on 3rd down. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Now Foreman. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Deontay Foreman, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Slot man moves right. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The slot man in motion right.
Be ready, be ready. 25, check 25, check 25.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Beckham will go in motion right. Fields on 3rd down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he will have the Bears 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
You got nothing. Switch.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off play action, Fields. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 34. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field. Show it up. Show it up.
They'll try to run with Madison. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
Check safety. Check safety.
Another carry now for Madison. And this time he is in. Alexander Madison taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Last 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
Fields trying to throw for it. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, he's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 66 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Now Fields. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Exit. Exit. Mike 7. Mike 7. Mike 7. Mike 7.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This one caught by Isabella. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Play action. It's Fields. This complete to Langford. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing again is Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Now a give to Madison. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, Madison. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
You gotta be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check 26, check 26. Watch the ship. Watch the 22, check. 22, check.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Montgomery. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it, and I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold down to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference to call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's Darnold. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Foreman. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he's got his big tight end here. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Up the middle, it's Montgomery, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 39, Darnold. He's got the hook up. It's Chenault on the crossing route. Touchdown, Carolina. Laviska Chenault, 61 yards. And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 25, Bears 15.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. Into the hands of Beckham. On the move past the 40. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Foreman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they take a knee. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check